A science experiment gone terribly wrong. Here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys on Business.
It's time to listen to Jared's voicemail. It'll be like, voicemail from Jared. Yeah! Something like that, you know? Jared has never told us what kind of music he likes. I'm going to just say, I bet he's a hair metal fan.
Oh, Jared.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Coming to you from California State Prison, Los Angeles County, is Prison Cast with Doug, Pretty Mouth Sandler, and Strickland, Soap on a Rope Bonner.
Go from where you are now to where you could be. Get expert tips to grow your business, to be more productive and more efficient, whether you're trying to build influence, grow your community, or make it rain. Best-selling author of Nice Guys Finish First, Doug Sandler, can lead the way. The Nice Guys on Business is produced by Turnkey Podcast Productions. Now, here's your host, Doug Sandler.
Wait a minute. Okay, well, we do have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. We are post-holiday right now. Do you have the post-holiday blues?
Not yet. Not yet.
No?
Hey, by the way, welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner on the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler.
So welcome to one of our final episodes before the beginning of 2020. I can see clearly now. The clear vision of 2020 is now here.
The rain is gone.
The rain is gone. Wait a minute. Who was that? I can see obstacles.
Johnny Nash, one-hit wonder.
Wow. It really, truly one-hit wonder?
Yeah, there was a remake of it that somebody did. Ooh, I can't remember who did the remake now because the remake was really big too. Although it sounded almost exactly like the original.
Wow.
I'm going to have to look it up now.
So did Dan Fogelberg ever think that his Old Lang Syne was ever going to take over, into the New Year spot? And didn't it for a few years kind of get this popular thing going on, but just never really? Did I just date myself by saying Dan Fogelberg?
Wait a minute, his Old Lang Syne? What do you mean his?
Doesn't he have like a same Old Lang Syne or something like that? Hold on a second.
Jimmy Cliff did a remake of it. Yeah, Jimmy Cliff.
Fogelberg. Hold on, I'm looking it up because I can't. I thought the name of the song was.
Well, yeah, there's an Old Lang Syne, but I didn't. It's like an old classic. It's not one that Dan Fogelberg I think wrote, is it?
Hold on a second. New Year's Eve, Dan Fogelberg, same Old Lang Syne. That was the name of. See, don't you remember? Met my old lover in the grocery store. The snow was falling. Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
yeah. Okay, is that what that one is called? My Old Lang Syne?
No, it's actually called Same Old Lang Syne. So
Okay.
I wasn't sure if that was ever supposed to take over as like a New Year's Eve hit, but it kind of pulls at the heartstrings a little bit, and he's a little bit like down in the dumps because I don't think he or his ex actually had anything to do on Christmas Eve because they're both in a grocery store on Christmas Eve and. They go out and they drink a couple of beers in the car. Who knows what happened after that? I don't know. Kind of skips over that part.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of skips over that entire part and then just moves on to the rest of the song.
Mm-hmm.
She gave a kiss to me as I got out. Something about the snow turns into rain.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that what happened?
Yeah. It's a depressing song, though. I vaguely remember it, but it is kind of depressing.
I'm going to look up the lyrics now.
What made you think of that all of a sudden? Is that like a New Year's Eve song now just because it has the words Old Lang Syne in it?
Well, I thought it was maybe one of those songs that was trying at some point. The reason I thought about it was because I was talking about this is going to be our first song until or one of our last episodes until the new year, and then I was thinking. New Year's Eve songs. And then I was like, oh yeah, that Christmas Eve song that Dan Fogelberg had. And then I remember, oh shit, I just aged myself. And then that whole process went over in my head. I don't know.
Yeah.
She said she married an architect who kept her warm and safe and dry.
Okay.
There's a lot of lyrics in that song. That is think about like the songs that they have now. How many words do you think are before they start to repeat themselves are in the typical lyrics of a song? You would probably know an answer.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. No, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I have no idea what made me think of that song. But,
right.
Yeah.
So in Dan Fogelberg's song, Same Old Lang Syne, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 15 paragraphs in that song.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. He must have put a lot of thought into that song.
I still have no idea why we're off on this tangent, but okay. Yes, this is our last like show of the two of us for 2019. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that true?
It's the last episode for you and me for 2019. Yeah.
Let's see. What's the date? What is the air date? Oh, you're right, because the air date of this is like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wait, tomorrow, the 27th.
Right, exactly.
No.
27th, yeah.
I'm
editing it tonight, and we're doing it. It's going to be out tomorrow. Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's like I know, like we're like, hey, we get more time. Like we used to have to record on Saturday or Sunday, and then we just fucking back up to Wednesday instead, right? Sure, why not? Whatever.
We bunch up. Yeah. Always happens. What is the what's that saying go? You're going to fill the exact amount of time that your task has to whatever it is you're
right. However much time you're given for your task, the amount of time needed to complete a task will expand to the amount of time that you have available to do the task. Yes.
And I'm noticing, Strickland, that it sounds like you're not in your normal setup today. You're a little bit more echoey. It sounds like you got some glass going on around you. Am I sensing that the right thing?
Maybe I should speak quieter, because I feel like if I talk too close, then it's going to like pop all over the place. Is that not good? I don't know.
I don't think I like that, Strickland.
Oh, is that a little too much? That's a little too creepy.
He's a little evil.
I'm in my day job, so I'm in a side office right now, and it is like just like nothing on the walls, and it is amazing. The audio, like I moved into my office downstairs, and I think I was telling you guys last week, and I've got these panels, and if I don't move the panels, even when I'm really close to my mic, I still hear the echo because the room, acoustics are amazing things, but it's okay. I got my little panels, but I don't have my panels here. So I'll just talk nice and close to the mic and stay a little quieter.
You sound like you just say, hi, it's Strickland Bonner, and we're at the Golf Channel right now.
Okay. So Doug is now teeing up to the 18th hole, and wow, he really got all of that one. That was kind of, oh no, it looks like it's bounced and it has hit someone in the head. But they're smiling. I think it's okay because it's Doug's ball. Oh no, they're throwing it. They're throwing it back on. That's not very good. Not very sportsmanlike, I think. Yeah, Sean knows all about that. He's a big golfer.
I wonder if that's ever happened at a professional golf tournament where somebody actually like what is it called when you not wing the ball, but you slice the ball like all the way off.
Yeah,
right. Oh, yeah. Hit it off to the side. It hits somebody and then what happens if they throw it? Are you allowed to?
So
I know you're not supposed to throw the ball, but what happens? Are they considered out of play?
We could get Sean Carpenter to chime in on this because he would know better than me, but I'm pretty sure the whole thing is like play it where it lies. So in other words, if it was to hit somebody, right, wherever it hits them and then falls and bounces, that's where you play it from. Like they'll just get out of the way. Like if they're onlookers and they're on the side, and like they will do their best to get out of the way. And if it falls like not in the rough, but like out of bounds. Oh, well, there is an out of bounds rule too, but I don't know what that is. Like if it falls out of bounds, you take a 1-stroke penalty and bring it to the edge of the inbounds. But Sean knows better. I don't know.
Even worse, I tried to Google it, and then another article came up. Coroner, fan struck in head by foul ball during Dodgers game, died of a blunt force injury.
I heard that. Well, that was a year or 2 or 3 ago, right? When was it?
That was in February, so it's about a year ago. The California woman died in August as a result of being hit in the head by a batted ball at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, that's crazy shit.
God, that's not good. How much does that cost?
Yeah, right.
Not good. She was celebrating her recent 79th birthday and 59th wedding anniversary with her husband. Wow, that is not good. Talk about a celebration coming to a screeching halt.
No doubt. Can we talk about happier topics?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Well, we do have a voicemail in there. I believe it is from Jared, and we got some. Yeah, I want to talk maybe this episode about the upcoming year goals and maybe where we have been over. I know we didn't really prepare for this.
Well, we got some topics.
The stuff that we've actually been.
I don't know if these are old topics.
Oh my God, they're so old. I haven't put anything in there.
No, you haven't looked either because some of them are my topics. I have Discount Tires Experience, Funkin' Fans Meetup, and Bucky Hate 100-Day Challenge.
Oh, okay. Well, we can talk about all of those, but I really would like, since this is the final episode, or maybe the first episode we probably should do in 2020, is to talk about goals for the upcoming year, not only for us, but for our team as well, because of a topic that you just mentioned, which is our turnkey team meetup.
Absolutely. Do we want to just get into the
we can do that.
voicemail now before we forget?
It totally sounds like you're in a studio, like a professional studio, and somebody turned up the reverb, because that's
Dude, it still sounds like I'm
it's so perfect.
Maybe
the
I
reverb.
can talk really close.
No. It
sounds
okay.
good. It's okay.
It doesn't sound
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, you can fix it in the editing.
No,
I'm sure,
reverb
Strick.
you can't. It's really fucked. You're screwed if you got it's very hard to take reverb out. But that's okay. It's all good. I shouldn't record in here.
It sounds
You're
good.
okay.
It sounds good.
It's okay. Okay.
Yeah. It sounds good. I mean, if you had never listened to the show, you would think that it was normal. But if you are listening to the show and you're hearing you now, you're like, "What? Did Strickland just get into a professional studio or something like that?" You know, all those guys, those radio guys that turn their reverb knob just up. They have like this. Yeah. So that's kind of where it sounds we are right now.
Okay. Can we get to the voicemail now?
Yeah.
All right,
Go
here we
ahead and
go.
play the voicemail.
Hey, Doug, hey, Strick, Jared here. So it's Friday. Oh, I guess I really don't have to say it's Friday anymore, do I? Because it's always just going to be on a Friday. I'm listening to your Friday episode, and you're listening to my voicemail about the MERS and going on, and here we go about Doug and his man card. And yes, Doug, yes. Having lotion in your MERS and soft hands where women compliment how soft your hands are. Yes, Doug.
Yeah.
That does qualify for removal of a man card. But once again,
Fine.
I think it was taken a long time ago, my friend. No offense, but the people listening to your show that are men would probably agree with me. I can't speak for everyone, but I will speak loud enough that everybody will hear it, my friend. Just saying, but we still love you. Great show. I can't wait for the rest of it. I'm only a few minutes in. I don't know, 20 minutes in. This was actually an hour long, and you guys thought you couldn't, give us 2 half hours, but you're giving us an hour. Hey, I'll take it, man.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Right.
You know what we should do? I don't know how long we requested that people call in, leave a message, call 4242 DJ Doug, leave a message, anything you like. We won't even listen ahead of time. You can just talk about your company. We won't give a shit. And who calls in every week? Jared, which we love him. We love Jared. Yeah. I don't want Jared to stop calling in. We maybe need to create like segment music for Jared. Not for call-ins, right? Not like, hey, who's calling today? Who's calling? No, fucking specifically for Jared. All right.
Just Jared music. I like this, but I see adding extra time onto the onto your editing stuff. I don't want to give you any more work because now it's
no. What we do is I'll put it in as a Zencaster drop. So like before, instead of doing it in the edit later, I'll be like, hey, it's time to listen to Jared's voicemail. And I'll be like, voicemail from Jared. Yeah. Something like that, That would be the 80s hair metal version of it.
I love the yeah part was really
well, I was going to have Steve O'Brien record something, but then like it wouldn't be like a musical thing. So maybe I will just record something like that. I'll have to find some good music on Audio Hero, like good hair metal music. I think Jared has never told us what kind of music he likes, but I'm going to just say, I bet he's a hair metal fan. I'm going to find like an 80s Van Halen-ish style thing, and I'll record something and put vocals over it for
Panama. Yeah. I don't even know how you did that, but that was
okay.
Really
good. I'll
good.
have to add. I'll include
Really
that maybe
good.
for next week. I'll have to do that. I got to make myself a note.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to take away from any of the subjects or the topics that you have. We haven't spun the wheel in quite some time.
I don't have the wheel here. The wheel's at home, so I can't spin it. But we can pick topics.
It's obvious to tell though that if you're using the ATR 2100 or whatever you're using, you must be holding it in your hands.
Is it noisy now? Am I making noise?
It's okay. I know you're very fidgety. You normally and just in life alone you're fidgety, and now put something in your hand, you're extra fidgety. So you need like a little Velcro thing, or you need a little bit of a buffer between you and the microphone.
You know when we use our Yeti mics, right? And you hear yourself really pretty loud, right?
Yeah.
The ATR 2100s, like I hear myself, but I don't hear myself that loud.
Right.
That's the problem. So I'm not hearing all the handling noise. I'm trying not to, I'm aware of the fact that I'm holding the mic. And so I don't want to handle and move too much, but apparently it's not doing a very good job.
Well, remember about 6 months ago, I was at this event, and one of the things they gave to me as a podcaster, being represented there and helping them out, was they gave me a Heil microphone. It's like a $250 or $300 microphone, and they also gave me the little digital, the XLR to digital converter. So it's the same thing. This really, really good sound quality microphone and highly technical piece of equipment, which I figured out.
Oh,
I mean, I know how to use it, but I couldn't hear. Yeah, I figured it out, but I couldn't hear myself in my microphone. Out of the, it's not that I couldn't hear myself, but it was really, really soft. It's kind of like using your Bose headphones and they have a little microphone on the cord. Using Bose headphones when you're on the phone with somebody, and you hear that person perfectly clear, but you can't hear you because of the noise
noise
or what's that called,
canceling,
noise canceling side of it. So I'm like, ooh, I hate using this as a phone. And that microphone, the Heil, it's the same thing. I can't stand using it, although it's a really high quality mic. I can't stand using it because I can't.
I'm still curious what the sound quality is, how it's different from the Yeti. I'd be very curious to do an A/B test of that at some point, but it's not that big a deal.
Right. All right. Well, let's go on to some of the topics I am very curious about. We did tease last week about your discount tire story, and then I'm really curious about the Bucky Hayes
Okay, so
thing.
when you bought tires before for your car, right?
Oh
so
yeah, many
what
times.
do you do when you buy tires? Do you just like go into wherever and just say, "Give me tires"?
Well, I do a little bit of shopping ahead of time, so I know what kind of price I'm going to be walking into. Now, keep in mind, I've had my Highlander now for 10 years, so I kind of know that it's going to be about $130 to $150 a tire to go in there. But I still shop the sales and see what's going on. But my place to go is I really like to go to Costco because it's like they don't try to sell you anything, and that's the part about going into a tire place I hate is they always try to upsell you, then they try to sell you on the hazard warranty thing, and then they try to sell you on extra balancing and not balancing, but alignment. And so by the time you get out of there, that $130 tire, costs you about $200. So you take a $520 sale and you turn it into an $800 to $1,000 sale, and that's not cool. So anyway, that's traditionally my experience so far.
So
How about you?
It's funny because I totally agree, right? I've got a Costco membership, and one time I had to replace one tire for my Ford Focus, and I was getting ready to sell it, and I just wanted the absolute cheapest one I could find because I was literally getting ready to sell it a month later, right? And they were like, okay, well, we've got one that's like $130 or something. And I'm like, don't you have like a $60 or $70 tire? Because like I trust Costco, right? They're not going to mark stuff up like a lot of other guys, but they only sell mid and high price tires. So Costco they don't carry the cheapy whatever budget tires. So it wasn't like,
oh,
well,
I didn't
there
know
you go.
that.
And so I did a whole bunch of research, and I'm shopping around and stuff, right? And of course, so when I buy tires, that's what I do. It's like there's NTW and there's Discount Tires and there's all these fucking places, and really what they carry can vary hugely, right? I mean, for most cars, you can find a $60, $70, $80 tire, but the exact same ones from a different manufacturer could cost $200 or $300 easily, right? Okay, so I do some research, right? And I find this place like Discount Tires, right? And I'm like, what time can I make an appointment? They're like, no, just show up. I'm like, okay, what time do you open? 8 o'clock, right? So I get there right at 8 o'clock because look, these tire places, you don't get there fucking early. It's like, yeah. So I get there like 5 till 8, right? And there's probably 6 or 7 people there already waiting, like in line. It's like, okay, it's crazy, right? But now,
and these aren't like drop-off people. These are like people that are going to stay while their tires are changed.
I don't know, but they're waiting outside the door, like lined up, like, who's going to be first and grab it. But here's where they just fucking won me over. Okay. As soon as the doors open at 8 o'clock, right? There are like 7 sales guys that walk out and fan to meet everybody. And basically every sales guy just walks right up to a customer, immediately. So it's not like, okay, you're next in line, you're next in line.
Yeah.
They fucking walk out to meet us. And like the guy comes up and he's like, hey man, my name's Corey and I'm going to be helping you out today. What can we do for you? And again, I'm assuming everybody else got the same experience, but that was the first thing that was great, right?
So hold on, can I ask questions as you go along, or should I listen to the story? Either way. So my question is, are some of these the techs that are actually going to put the tires on, or do you feel like these are all front? Like you can't staff like that the entire day, because that would be a waste of labor.
That's a damn good question. I honestly don't know. I should have checked that.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
That's fine.
Because they had like 8 bays, right?
Well, did you check under their fingernails? Do that, you'd immediately know whether this is a tech or if this is a sales guy. But normally, like if I go into a store, the tech guys know pretty much as much as the front. They might even know more, and I feel like they give you more honest information. Although it's probably a false illusion, which is probably why they actually have makeup. It's dirty nail polish. It looks like right under the nails. Let me see your nails, Terry. Okay.
Okay. Now you
continue.
I trust you now. Yes.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, it was really interesting. So like and the guy was, again, he was just really nice. Like, hey, what's going on? What can we do for you today? And I said, hey, I got my Toyota. I called in and you told me you've got this like cheapy, whatever, $70 tire,
Oh wait, are we talking Ford or Toyota? Where are we going?
This is my Toyota Sienna, the minivan.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. I originally thought you were talking about your Ford.
Because this just happened like a couple weeks ago, right?
Okay.
Toyota minivan. And I was like, yeah, we called in earlier and, I don't know how much longer we're going to have the car. So I just want the budget tires. I called earlier. You guys said you have them. Oh, okay, cool. He walks over, he takes a look and, really helpful. And again, not pushing, not trying to sell stuff. And I can't remember some of the other stuff he did, but it was all just really friendly, nice, personable. There was no push to sell shit. I mean, he threw it out there. He's like, hey, do you want this? Do you want that? Okay, cool. All good. And when I said I wanted the really cheap ones, he wasn't like, well, those kind of suck, Oh, I know. Like he walked me through, he says, hey, here's the stopping distance of these versus other ones. And again, I did the really cheapy ones and he looked at them like dry stopping distance, wet stopping distance compared to the more expensive ones, right?
What?
And he's showing it to me on the screen. Right. He's like, yeah, it has this. And he's like, oh yeah, these are, it's not quite as, it's like 10 feet longer stopping distance for the cheap ones versus the ones that cost twice as much. And he's like, oh yeah, it's pretty close. It's all good, right? So it's not even like he's trying to push me on the expensive one. It was good.
It's kind of like going into CarMax and into. Have you ever been into Warby
Parker? I love
Warby
Parker.
I think you have, because you have Warby Parker glasses, don't you? It's kind of like going into those two places where you go in. They basically give you the facts and they let you decide. It's like when you go into CarMax, it's like I know that you are probably going to pay a little bit more for the car because they have this no negotiation perspective or standpoint, or that's their philosophy, and that's great. And I appreciate the fact that they have that. But I love the fact that I'm okay paying a little bit more because I'm getting the gift of not having to haggle. Yeah. I don't want to haggle with anybody when I buy a car. I just want to go in, get something that I like. I'm happy to pay a fair price for it. And if I can get out of there without that oogie feeling inside me, like, oh my God, I was either just taken advantage of or, man, I won that deal. I'm not looking to make a killing and win. Look, I hold a car for a long time. My Toyota, again, I've had it's 2011. So it's I've had it for almost 10 years now. And, I remember just going in there and just so happy when I made the deal. It made it so easy. I just made the deal. Toyota actually was offering 0% financing at the time and made it even easier for me. So I don't want to negotiate any of that stuff. So the idea of going into a tire place, which I get the same feeling when I go into a tire place as I go into a jewelry store. It's like you don't really know what you're buying. It's like it looks like black rubber to me. So I'm like,
the same to me. I don't know.
Okay, what's the difference? I mean, I know the brands like Michelin, you're going to pay a little bit more for that, but outside of Michelin, I don't really know any other brand that's like, wait a minute, like Pirelli or like fast
like
gas tires, right?
Yeah.
And like
Goodyear and
Michelin are safe tires, and then Goodyear is like a solid brand. But when it gets to like, I don't even know any of the other brands. I have no idea.
No, I'm so with you. And he, these guys, they didn't. And by the way, I don't know if this is specific to this Discount Tires that I went to, or if this is company wide. But it's like, I always think of them as like the generic cheap guy, whatever. But their customer service was totally over the top. And I'm a convert, right? If I need new tires again, I'm not going to shop around. I'm going to go to fucking Discount Tires. It was cool. I was very impressed.
Okay. All right. I love that you were impressed, but I love the fact that you were impressed right out of the gate. I mean, it sounds like at 8 o'clock, by 8:01, you were impressed already, and they would have had to have done a real huge turnaround in order for you not to be happy with whatever was going to happen I think that would have made you be comfortable actually spending a little bit more money because of the level of service.
Totally. And then the other thing they did was we had like wheel locks. The guy asked if we had wheel locks, and I'm like, no, we got rid of those ages ago. And he looked at the tires and he's like, oh, you do have one wheel lock on here. And I'm like, oh crap. Could you guys get me another bolt to replace it? Because nobody's going to steal fucking 10-year-old minivan tires, right? And so he's like,
Strick, they're big on the black market right now. He's 10-year-old. Hey, as soon as you went over 10 years, like, damn, you just hit the popularity thing there with those minivan
right? It's a
wheels.
classic now. So,
right.
And I was like, yeah, tack on whatever. And it's like, no, they just threw them in. Right. And apparently there were 3 other bolts that we had on different wheels that were the wrong ones or something weird. So like basically they just threw them in. It's like, whatever. I'm like, cool. Love that.
Hey, I don't want you to be fearful of this, Mr. Bonner, but your wheels are within about 3 miles of falling off. How many miles have you been driving this? Oh, about 150,000. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was really it.
That's a good experience.
With what I would consider a generic product, right? This is not a product that I would think to myself, oh my God, I coffee. Oh, I have to go to Starbucks, right? Or, whatever. It's like, couldn't be more generic, but they have won me over as a client now with that service.
Okay. Well, you'll see what the next experience has in store for you. If the next experience equals the first experience, then you know that they have a system in place to maybe do that. I don't know. All right, tell me about the Bucky Hate 100-Day Challenge. Now you've got my curiosity.
So for those of you who don't know, there's a podcast called 8 Minutes of Motivational Hate with Bucky Hate, which is one that we produce, and a very interesting show. All the episodes are about 8 to 9 minutes long, so it's a short form. So it's a great one if you don't have a whole lot of time. But his one today actually just came out today.
You lost me, Strick. Wait, you lost me there for a minute. I don't know if I'm sure you probably still have it in your recording, but you blanked out there. You're back though.
I hope it's I'm sure my local.
You said 8 or 9 minutes motivational hate, and then I lost you for
so
about
his new
12
episode
seconds.
Coming out today, or actually it would be yesterday from the day it's being published, is 100-Day Challenge. So he blocks out his world, his life in 100-day blocks. And what he does is on the given day of the first day, he basically says, okay, here are my goals for 100 days from now, right? Like when you go like, oh, I want to make a goal for the year, right? Well, the year, it's kind of long. It's a really long fucking time, right? Or a week or a month, it's almost too short, right? So he creates goals for himself for 100 days, and he lives his life in 100-day blocks. So at the end of he sets his goals up and he looks at them, every week to say, hey, where am I going towards my 100-day goal? And he wants to get there. And at the end, he says, okay, what did I accomplish? What didn't I accomplish? The things that I didn't accomplish, okay, why didn't I accomplish it? Is it because the goal was too far, too big? Or was it because I really didn't apply myself? Or was it because maybe it wasn't a good goal at all in the first place? And then he starts all over again. And I thought that's pretty fucking smart. And maybe we should think about doing that.
That is. Well, that is a pretty interesting way to set goals. I really never thought I'm not really good with maybe this is a self-fulfilling prophecy when I say I'm not really good at podcast. I mean, I'm not really good at podcasting. That I'm not good at either. I'm not really good at setting goals. But I really do have a hard time because I feel like it puts me in a pressure-packed position to try to reach those goals. Now, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but I like to enjoy what's going on. Life is not a destination, it's a journey. Don't you really like enjoying the journey? It's kind of the same thing. I've talked to JJ about this many times, about hiring a coach or getting somebody in position to help motivate you or inspire you to get to the next level. And it's like, I know I'm going to get there. And I feel like I'm not looking until I'm ready for accountability. I don't want accountability. Yeah, until I'm actually ready to sign up for it. And the couple things about coaching or goal setting that have a challenge for me, especially when it comes to coaching, is that number one, somebody's kind of there to like check up on you. But the second thing is you're paying money to have
true.
somebody check up on you. So it's almost like it's a double-edged sword for me. So I don't like to spend the money, and I don't want to be held accountable. I want to hold myself accountable for stuff.
Well, I agree. It is about the journey. I agree, and I want to have fun on my journey, but I like to have fun with more money in my pocket too. So, that's we need, there needs to be a balance. I think it's a good balance, and we do have we have some additional expenses that we've taken on in Turnkey that are for next year. Some investments that we've made that mean we've got to bring some more cash in. I mean, I was just thinking about that the other day. The commitment that we've made to this, it's pretty significant, actually.
I know.
It's pretty significant.
I totally agree with you. Look, I did it. I'm going to say I'm going to blame it all on you. I did it because I said to you, here's the reasons why I don't think we should do it, and you were like, yeah, I agree with you. And then we get on the phone with them, and you completely change your mind. I'm like, oh, I guess Strickland's on the other side of this now. Like, yeah, I know. We have to have things like diversification in areas that we can shelter our money from, not in an illegal way, but shelter it legally from tax liability. But it's like, dude, I'm just trying to pay my bills right now. It's like, can we get past the bill paying stage and the saving stage? I'm in a different part of my life than maybe you are, or maybe I'm not. Maybe we're in the same exact position, but it's like, you own a house, and I have owned houses in the past, and I want to own a house again. And I'm like, now we just put this investment strategy in place where I'm like, geez, now this really does this has to take a priority even over that, because this is a commitment that we made to do it, or we lose it. And I don't want to lose it.
I don't know. Let's see what happens with Turnkey sales.
Have we written the check for it yet? Have we written the check for it? Yeah, we have. Okay.
So I'm curious to see what happens with Turnkey with this year, with sales and with profitability, because I still completely agree with the principle and the idea of it. I just don't know if the amount that we decided on might have been a little aggressive. That's the only thing I'm reconsidering, is that maybe it was a little more, but.
Well, can you talk with our investment strategist and you guys figure it out and let me know? I'm happy to go along. I always say this, I'm happy to go along with anything that you agree. And I did, I really did, because I was thinking, oh, okay, well, now that I get a little bit more room here, I don't really have to worry about it. And I'm like, shit, I think I have to worry about this now.
I'm going to give him a call.
Shit happens. I'm not blaming you at all. I'm not blaming you at all. I just get to the point where I say, okay, is this a good goal? And then I figure, all right, well, you guys know what you're doing too. So I'm just one part of the equation. I'm just the guy that's doing the selling, but I'm not the person that actually is keeping the clients or all that other stuff. You kind of work with this back end systems. And if we don't have a good back end system, then we're not going to keep our clients anyway. So it's like, oh no, we have to have a good front end when I bring in the clients, and we have to have a great back end where you're actually maintaining and doing what we need to do for the clients, all the stuff.
I think we just need to get Matt and Joe in gear, and then we'll be fine. They can help us bring a lot more money in, and we'll be okay.
I think we just have to have those. Well, I always talk about this all the time about those hidden gifts that podcasting is offered, and one of the biggest ones is the joint venture partnerships and the relationships that we've built. Just like any good business, it really isn't just about bringing in customers in the front door and maintaining and servicing them properly. Yes, that is a critical element, component to having a successful business. But it's all the other opportunity that you've created when you're doing those things that's so important too. So, I agree. All right. Do you want to, any other topics that you want to talk about, or you want to wrap up? I have an appointment with Walmart.
Well, we got a Funkin' Fans meetup that we need to bring up just for anybody that will be in the LA area next weekend. We are 1 week away from our Turnkey podcast get together. All of our team is getting together in LA, and you guys can come meet us. Any listeners who are in the LA area, or if you want to fly to the LA area, drive to the LA area. Saturday, what's the name of the place? We're going to the Tiki Bar Saturday afternoon.
It's called the Purple
Orchid. Saturday, the 5th of January at 4 p.m. We'll be there from 4 to 5 at least, maybe 5:30. Who knows? We'll probably record an episode. And if you happen to be in the LA area, this is Los Angeles. It's in El Segundo, right? It's actually in El Segundo.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the Purple Orchid El Segundo. I'm going to give you the link for that so you can put it in the show notes. But they are at 221 Richmond Street, El Segundo. I'm just going to
put it in the notes.
Email
put it in the notes. Put it in the show notes. I mean, in OneNote.
These
put it in
notes here.
Note.
Oh, that's incredible.
I know technology. It's unbelievable. And by next week, we may be talking about Monday.com also, which would be exciting. That's our new project management software that we are still working on the details. Marjorie is feverishly working with Monday.com to set it up for our turnkey so we can get rid of the spreadsheet, because I know you hate spreadsheets.
Will it help us to make our job easier
definitely, considerably.
I'm in. Count me in. If it makes my job easier, if I have less stuff to do, hold on a second. For some reason I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So hold on. I'm just going to put. They only have a Facebook page.
Okay.
We'll
just put the address.
I don't understand why places can't have like an
website.
Actual. These are good drink pictures.
Good drinks.
Drink pictures right in front of. Yeah. Have you ever been into a bar that's got the cooler, almost like the tap that's got Jägermeister, but it's exclusive, like a Jägermeister tap thing? That's what this. That's in the background of this photo. Yeah, here's all the information. It's going to be right on their Facebook page. 15,208 people.
Damn, wow, that's a lot.
That's pretty cool. 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. Yeah, we won't be there until 2
so they don't even
I'll
open until 3. So we're going to get there like an hour after they open. So it'll probably be pretty dead. That's good.
Yeah. All right, so that is on
5th,
what's the date again
believe,
for that?
Right? Is that Saturday? I don't have my calendar in front of me. Whatever.
Wait, aren't we doing?
Yeah, next
is it Saturday?
Yeah.
Is that the
Saturday
day?
a week. Oh, not tomorrow.
Okay,
a week
cool.
from tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like. Hold on a second. I can verify that on my calendar here. That is. Oh shit, God. If things would just work better, online. I just have no idea how things work. I click a button and then I go to. No, Saturday is the 4th.
Okay, this Saturday is the 4th. But isn't your brand new Mac just like doing everything for you? You don't even have to think anymore?
Well, yeah, Bray, I'll tell you something. I did click on speed test, and my upload speed, now that I'm actually hardwired in, is over 300. My download speed, I still don't get it. My download speed is still around 25, but
that's weird,
I guess that's okay. I'm sorry. My download speed is 300. My upload speed is 25.
Anyway,
I don't know.
But 300 is
yeah. So that would be on Saturday, January 4th. Saturday, January 4th.
4 o'clock Pacific time, El Segundo. We would love to see you all there. Anybody that wants to come by. In fact, we'll buy a drink for anybody that comes by.
Wow. Okay.
We'll buy everybody a drink.
Wow, we are really so. And you think when we're going to actually record an episode at the Purple Orchid?
Yeah, you got your portable recorder, right?
Yeah.
Totally. We totally need to do that.
I think we did that last year from Rockin' Fish down in Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, it was pretty loud, but yeah, we did do that. Yep.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm ready.
All right,
I hope somebody actually shows up this time.
Let's check out of here. Happy New Year, everybody. Enjoy the New Year celebration. Be safe, and come on out to El Segundo on January 4th. We'll see you guys there. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Thanks for listening. Bartender, Doug here's going to have a Cosmo, and Strickland is going to have a Fireball on the rocks. Not the little glass. Yeah, the big one, the 24-ouncer. Oh, and they'd both like a little umbrella. Just give me the bottle and charge them as much as you can.